Hello. So in this video, what I want to do is I just want to go through all the little things and all the experiences that as I'm going through like coming to youth and church, what has helped me get through the things I was feeling. So I want to go all the way back to the beginning of youth group. So at the beginning of youth group, heck, I did not talk to anybody. I was so shy. I was so very lonely and so afraid of getting hurt. And I would leave the room and cry a lot of the times. But there were two people who noticed that and started talking with me. One of them is Winston, and another one of them is Josh. Both who became pretty close friends of mine, So, Josh ended up just talking with me, and we really got along really well, and it felt so nice to have a friend, but heck, I was really afraid still. I didn't know, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna stay friends? What's going to happen? I'm so nervous because of everything that's going on right now. I was just really afraid. So, over time, I ended up getting closer with Winston and Josh, and I ended up talking to them just about what I'm feeling, what I've been going through. They were very kind, and they were open ears. So, yeah, as I keep talking with them, and as Josh keeps trying to take me out of my shell, I kept growing more. I kept growing more social and less shy. Then came the youth retreat. So, at the time of the youth retreat, I was roomed with Josh and Alexander. Those were two people who I made friends with, or at least early friends with relatively at the time of starting youth. So I was roomed with them. I was roomed with Alexander, and I was roomed with Josh. We were all in the same room in the youth retreat. And, we would talk with each other. We also ended up doing a whole prayer for each other at the retreat as well. But Josh really got me to push myself out there. And at that time, the Pastor Reggie and Miss Jessie, they asked me, I forget how long ago it was for the retreat, but sometime before the retreat, they asked me to do a testimony, because at that time, I was doing a lot better and I was being a lot more social. So they asked me to do a testimony. And yeah, that's what I did. I ended up giving a testimony that apparently people really, really cried. And I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that kind of reaction from the crowd. I was expecting, I really wasn't expecting much. Going into it, I was really just going to tell my story. I had, a limited time, what was it, 5-10 minutes? Probably about 5 minutes, so I had to, summarize everything that I went through at school, at work, with my online friends at the time, too. Because, literally the youth retreat happened, about 2 months after I left my online friends. So, yeah, I ended up giving a testimony, and people cried. And, I ended up meeting Manny in the youth retreat. And I also ended up just talking to some other people, too. Josh introducing me to some other people, helping me just come out of my shell, And, yeah, that's what happened. So, after the youth retreat, I started working. I started working at McDonald's part-time. And, it was going well for a while, getting the hang of work and stuff like that. But then I started, breaking down a bit because of emotions that I felt, especially because, I had a crush on a girl working there. And it reminded me of the crush I had on Emily back in Food Town. So those did bring back really good memories, and I started breaking down a little bit. So that's why I asked Heather if I could take a break, and luckily she did. So after that point, I kept working to improve myself. I kept working on to overcome those past emotions that kept rising up. So I kept a lot in prayer. I kept praying a lot. Like, I would pray probably like maybe like 5 times every day. I'd always pray to God about everything that I want to improve. Pray to God, Jesus, about I want to improve on this. I want to heal on this. I want to do better in this aspect and in this aspect of something in life, and how I react. And I just overall wanted to improve. I wanted to take time to really improve on everything about myself. So I improved quite a lot since then. So I'm really happy. And after the 2 months, I ended up going back to work because I was feeling so much better, so much happier too. And in that time frame of those 2 months, I had so many good times with my friends. Through Manny, I met Bethany, who's also one of my closer friends. And I met, no, I didn't meet anyone. But though I did, end up having such a great time with Manny and Bethany, and Josh and Emily, Josh's girlfriend. I met her through Josh a while ago, and, we're pretty close friends now too. But yeah, just having that support from those people really helped. Having those friends there with me really helped. And it helped make me feel really happy because I enjoy spending time with others. Just having loving, joyful times, fun with other people. That's what makes me happiest the most. So, anyway, things were going so well the past few months, and I'll admit, even this week wasn't the best week, and I know I mentioned that in my other video, but let's just go into more little detail on that right now. So I've been feeling a bit lonely the past week. I haven't been talking as much with Bethany or Josh, 2 of my closer friends, and I felt a bit lonely. But one thing I am going to do is I'm going to keep up in prayer. And I think it's really important to keep up in prayer because God is always there with me, and God and Jesus are always there helping me get through everything that I feel, helping me improve on the things that I've wanted to improve, and overall just be happy. I felt so much joy thanks to God and Jesus the past 3 months have been so good. And I'm just really happy. So I'd say I want to give right now just some things to try to give you guys some hope, and just overall things I just want to say. If any of you ever see somebody who, even if you feel like they might be going through something or something might be up and they might be hurting, go to that person, go talk with them, try to be their friend and be there for them. A lot of times that's what people need. For someone to be there for them, to be by their side. People want to be around people, especially people who feel lonely. If you see someone alone, don't leave them alone. Go, be there for them, because a lot of times loneliness hurts. A lot of times, all the time, loneliness hurts. No one really wants to be lonely. So go talk with those people, because I can tell you that from personal experience that people really appreciate you going in and putting the effort to talk with them, especially when they feel lonely. So yeah, I hope that you guys will all look out for each other, and I hope that if you are feeling lonely, that you have people around you, that you have friends or family who will be there to talk with you, to give you that support. And I'm going to keep, if any of you need it, I said in my last video to leave comments. If you want, leave comments down in this video as well, and I will pray for you, and I will talk to you in the comments. So yeah, I really hope things are going well for you guys, and I hope that, you know, this video helps you. Also, there are some really nice songs out there that I want to just, like, you know, at least mention real quick. Like, I like some songs by Riley Clemens, like Fighting for Me, and there's also this other song, Drop Everything. I mentioned this one also in my last video called Broken Prayers. That's a really beautiful song as well. So I'll leave some of those in the description, so that if any of you are watching, you can just click on the link in the description and go hear those songs. They're really beautiful songs, and if anything, look for like some kind of uplifting songs. It will help uplift your spirits. So with that, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry if there's any background noises. You know, my house is really that soundproof. So yeah. So I'm gonna be heading out. You guys have a good day, alright? Bye.